Oh boy.
Hello guys, welcome back to this video. So for this video I'm gonna be doing my physical TBR because I have a lot of books. I'm a physical TBR, so I was like, why not do a video showing you guys all the books on my physical TBR? I know I have a lot, it's crazy. So yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, give this video a humongous thumbs up. Subscribe down below so you can be part of the hashtag Chanty Squad. Comment down below hashtag Chanty Squad so you can be part of my next shout out. Turn on your hashtag post notifications so you won't miss any of my videos. Follow my socials, they'll be somewhere on the screen. And yeah, guys, let's get on with the video. So I don't know how can I show you, but I have a lot of books. I don't know. You probably won't be able to see, but I have a lot of books on my physical TBR. A lot. Like, let me count, guys, because let me do some counting, okay? Let me do some counting. So I have. Wait. I have 26 books in my physical TBR. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. The rest of the books I already read, but wonderful. 26 books in my physical TBR. That's crazy. And my goal is 24 books for 2024, which is awesome. Yay! Yay! Okay, 4 books for 2024. That's crazy. Can we do that, guys? Do you think I can read 24 books for 2024? Can we do that? Can we? Do we? Shall we? Can we? Should we? Do we? You know what? I don't think we can. 24 books, 24. I don't think it's far-fetched. I think we can make it happen. Anyways, guys, so let's start. So, okay. I wish I can show you all my books. But, okay, guys, let me see if I can. Let me see. I want you guys to see. Can you see? Okay. You can see, okay, the first row. Guys, the first row is all the first row in the front, and look at the back. It's like the first row, front and back, are all the books that I have yet to read. The first row, oh my gosh, guys. Give me a second, guys. Okay, let me see how can I do that. Guys, so okay, the front row, the first row, front and back, are books that I haven't read. The second row, oh my gosh, the second row are books that I have read. And the third row is my January TBR. So yeah. That's it, guys. So my first row, front and back, are books I haven't read. My second row is the books that I have read. And my third row is my January TBR and then 2 other books that wouldn't fit on my first row. So yeah. Okay, guys, let's get on. So the first book I'm gonna show you is the book I'm currently reading. I started yesterday started yesterday, but I decided to continue it on Audible because I got a free trial. And a free trial so I can try it and see if I like Audible, like what's he. So I got a free trial to see if I really like it or not. So this is the book I'm currently reading on Audible. Listening to It's Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. I've been wanting to read this for the longest time. The first time I saw it, I was like, I don't like the cover. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the cover. I'm not going to get the book. But then every time I went to the bookstore, library, time I went to the bookstore, I saw this book and it was staring right at me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it. So I got it. And yeah, I'm finishing it on Audible. Right now I'm on part 1, chapter 33. Part 1, chapter 33. Because each chapter, there's like 3 parts, right? And each part has like 40 something chapters. 48 chapters, I think, each part. I think the last part has the less chapters, or is it the second part? I have no clue. But I think one of those parts has 48 chapters, and I don't know how many parts the other has. Chapters the other part has. But anyways, I was like, might as well pick it up. So yeah, I got it. It's one of the few books I was able to catch in English. And they also have You'd Be Home by Now and How to Make Friends with the Dark. They're not sequels, So these are some of her other books. I think they're not sequel. They're not related to this book. But anyways, I got it, and I'm reading it, and the book is confusing me. I've seen people have that book on their TBR, and I'm like, I don't know if you should read it. I don't really know, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil the book, or I just keep quiet. But anyways, okay. So I want to let people form their own conclusions. Read the book and see what they think about it. Okay, guys. The first book on my TBR is The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby by John Grisham. Great Gatsby by Scott Fitzgerald. Well, I read this book. I got it because I've heard. Oh my gosh, I've heard about the movie. The movie's iconic, and I really wanted to read it, so that's why I got it. And the movie's iconic, and I was like, why not? Why not? So I decided to get it. Why not? Again, why not? Okay, let's move on. The first book, second book on my TBR is the sorry, is the I forgot what it's called. The Shadow and Bone trilogy. I have Rain and Rising, my second book on my TBR. These are all the other books on the series. I have all of them. So I got them on Amazon. So yeah, Rain and Rising, Shadow and Bone, Sage and Storm. Yup. 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 Yeah. Anyways, this is my second book. Then I have the second. That's my second book on my physical TBR, not the series. That's the last book on the Shadow and Bone series. The second book, the third book on my physical TBR, and the second book on the Shadow and Bone series is Sage and Storm. So pretty. Look at the cover, guys. Look how pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. Cannot wait to read it. This is the third book on my physical TBR, and the second book on the series. I don't know why I'm being so, dramatic with my books. I'm so dramatic with, like, I throw my books and I'm like so dramatic. I was like, like so over dramatic. But anyways, let's continue. Let's ignore that. Okay, the third book, the first book in the series, and the fourth book in my physical TBR, Shadow and Bone. I cannot wait to read it. It's so pretty. Look at the cover, guys. It's gold and blue. Like, oh my god, guys! Like, that's crazy. It's so pretty. I don't know why I'm screaming, but Shadow and Bone trilogy. I don't know. I can't. I want it. I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it. Okay. Excuse me. I'm just being weird. Let's move on. Okay, shall we? Okay, the next book on my physical TBR. The fifth book. You know what? I'm just gonna stop counting. I have 26 books in my physical TBR. We already know that. I told you that. I told you guys that. So I'm just gonna. Oops, sorry. I told you guys that. So I'm just gonna stop counting. But the next and fifth book in my physical TBR is the final Gambit, which is the last book, the third book on the Inheritance Games. Cannot believe I own this and I haven't read it yet. Can you believe that? I don't think you can. No one can. Okay, then the next book in my physical TBR, the sixth book, and the second book on the Inheritance Games series is the Hawthorne Legacy. I really want to get the the brothers Hawthorne, and read it because I cannot wait. I want that so badly. But yeah, the sorry, I'm sorry, I have COVID. If you know, you know. Anyways, the Hawthorne Legacy. Cannot wait to read it. You know. Then the first book on the Inheritance Games. I have the Inheritance Games. Duh. A duh. Okay. First book. It is. There it is. The seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seventh book. Yeah, in my physical TBR. The eighth book in my physical TBR. And the next book I read the first one. This is a 3-part series. I read the first one and I fell in love, and I cannot wait. But I wanna buy it in English, so I guess I'm gonna have to wait. You know. Anyways, Venganza para Víctimas, which is the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read the first one and oh my gosh, I fell in love. Cannot wait. Anyways, Good as Dead. Yeah, Venganza para Víctimas, Good as Dead. Cannot wait. I just want Pipa and Ravi. Like, I love them. I know they're friends, but I don't care. I love them. Oh my god. The eighth book, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eighth book on my physical TBR. Then the next book, hopefully it's not too long. Anyways, probably eighth book. Sorry, I'm rambling too much. This video is 10 minutes long, so let's get to it. The next book, this is the third book on the Good Girls Guide to Murder series, by the way. I read the first one, so it's not on my physical TBR. It's on my pile of books I've read, which is my second tier. On my book card, it has like 3 shelves, and my second shelf is the books I've already read, and Good Girls Guide to Murder is on that shelf. You know, because I finished it over the holidays. Anyways, I have Good Girl Bad Blood, which is the second book on the Good Girls Guide to Murder. Second book of the series. Yeah. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Can you see? Oh, you cannot see much, but yeah. Anyways, the next book on my physical TBR is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Yep. Got it because there's a movie. My sister has seen the movie. I don't know, but got it. The cover is cute. Haven't read it yet, but who knows? Maybe someday I'll read it. Why is I might eat too much? Okay, the next book, which I cannot wait to read. So many people talk about it. I saw it at the bookstore. I was not expecting. Excuse me. So rude. Anyways, tomorrow. I did not expect it to find it at the bookstore, but give me a second, guys. What happened to my book? What happened to it? Why is it all? Oh my god. Who did this to my book? Seriously. Where's my book? Anyways, guys. Did not expect to find it at the bookstore. Gabriel 7. Tomorrow. Didn't expect to find it there. I'm so happy I did. So yeah. Cannot wait to read this book. Everyone's been raving about it. Everyone has been raving about it. So I cannot wait to read it. I've had this for the longest time. It's been on my physical TBR for the longest time. Since last year. Yeah, it's been on my physical TBR since last year. You know, you've probably seen me unbox this on TikTok, so go over there. I have no clue. When did I unbox it? You probably seen me unbox it on TikTok. Okay, probably, because I think I only did one book haul on YouTube. The rest of my book hauls for these books are on TikTok, so you probably saw me unbox it. You probably saw me unbox it on there, so go check it out. If you want to know when I bought it, please keep me accountable because I have no clue when I got it. I don't know if it's been in my book in my physical TBR for the longest time. Okay, then I have this book which I started but haven't been able to finish. Stephen King, The Shining. It is also been on my physical TBR for the longest time. I started it last year in November. I know because I got it. I know because I got this in November when my brother came to visit us. And that's when I started it. I started around the time he was here visiting us. That's how I know I've had this since November. That's how I know. I remember the day I got it, right? My brother came to my house because he has to do some work on his computer. So before I left for work, was like, oh, I'm sorry, can I take you to work? I was like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But the only reason is because I was going to go book shopping. And I didn't want him to take me to school because I was going to go book shopping, you know? So I was so happy that he didn't take me that day. But anyways, yeah, I just went to the bookstore. I got this book. And yeah, I don't know exactly what day in November I got it. But I know it was a Friday. And it was a Friday because that day when I came home, my brother had ordered pizza and we had pizza for lunch. So that's how I know it was a Friday. Okay? Because I came home early. On Fridays, me and my mom come home early. We leave school at work at 3:30. So that's how I know it was a Friday. Because, you know, anyways, yeah, I've had this for a long time. in my TBR. So hopefully I can finish it soon. I like this book. I like it. I don't know much about the next book I'm about to show you, but this book I like it for sure. This next book I'm talking about, this is not my favorite. I don't like this book. I hate this book. I hate this book. I don't like it. I don't like the writing. I don't like the wording. I don't like anything about this book. Will I ever finish it? Who knows? Only God knows. I'm leaving that up to God. If I had finished this book, I would have read more in I would have read more than the 10 books I read last year. If I had finished this and The Shining, I would have read more than the 10 books I read last year. But it's fine. It's fine. 10 years is good. I started reading September 30th is when I started reading, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Started reading at the end of September. So, that's okay. That's when I took reading seriously. I think. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. This book, don't know what to say about it. The Shining, I did enjoy. I do want to get back to it at some point. I do want to finish it at some point. But where the credits sing, not so sure about it. We'll see about that when the time comes. Okay, the next book I have is The Love Hypothesis. I love Queen Ali Hazelwood, okay? I read Love on the Brain in October. I read it. And that book, let me tell you, Levi Ward and Big Onyx-Wasser, they're my favorite couple. Levi Ward is my book boyfriend. I have so many book boyfriends, but Levi Ward is at the top of the list of book boyfriends for me. Okay, that's all I have to say about it. Let's move on because this video is 60 minutes and 50 something seconds long, so let's move on. But this one, please read it. Well, I have not read this one, but Love on the Brain, read it, please. And coincidentally enough, my next book is also by Queen Ali Hazelwood because, why not? I have Lost to Love You, my next book by Queen Ali Hazelwood. Love this book. I love it. Please. Haven't read it yet, but I like this book. Anything Ali Hazelwood puts out, please sign me in. Bathe me in chocolate. Okay, that was weird. Please sign me in. Sign me in because I will read it. I will buy it. Here, have my money. So I will buy it and I will read it. Okay? I don't know why I sound so crazy. I'm sorry. I don't know why am I yelling. I'm sorry. That's not me. Anyways, the next book I have, which this book got me into reading. I read the first few pages, but then my sister wanted to, and then I stopped reading, and my sister wanted to read these books. I got it because I think TikTok influenced me. Back then, I wasn't like a reader. I read here and there. I wasn't like a reader like I am now. I wasn't invested into reading like I am now. I got it because TikTok, I saw it all over the place and I wanted to get it and read it. I read like 17 pages. I don't know how I remember that, but I do. This was a long time ago. I don't know how I remember that, but anyways, my sister wanted to read it, so I lent it to her. She never actually ended up reading it, so I took it back. And now it's my physical TBR. So hopefully I can finish. I read 17 pages. Hopefully I can go past the 17 pages and read more. So, yeah. Queen, Colleen Hoover. I read Verity by Colleen Hoover. I love her books. I love her writing. The character Verity, I wanted to kill her. But like the book, I enjoyed nonetheless. Okay. Stupid oven. Will someone turn it off? Seriously. Anyways, I have another book by Queen Colleen Hoover. I have Too Late by Queen Colleen Hoover. Cannot wait to read it. I saw it one time and I was like, oh, this seems interesting. I didn't take it. I saw it one time and I was like, left it there. But the next time I went to the bookstore, I was like, I'm gonna grab it. And I went to it and lo and behold, they had it, so I grabbed it. But Too Late by Colleen Hoover. Cannot wait to read it. Don't really know much about what it's about, but I cannot wait to read it. Seems interesting to me. I really want to get It Starts With Us, and I want to get November 9 because I've heard a lot of people cry with November 9. So as far as Colleen Hoover books, I have Verity, It Ends With Us, and Too Late. Those 3 books by her. I don't own anymore, but I really want to get It Starts With Us, and I want to get November 9 because I heard a lot of people cry with November 9. So I really want to read that. So yeah. So the next book for my physical TBR, I have One of Us Is Back. This is the 3rd book in the One of Us Is Lying series. I've been looking for this book everywhere. You don't know how much I've been looking for this book. I've been looking everywhere for this book, like literally everywhere. You guys have no idea. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, I want it so bad, so I got it. I went to the bookstore. I've been looking for. I could never find it. I went on Amazon. I could not find this book anywhere. The only place I could find it is on Amazon. I looked everywhere and I could not find the book. Like literally everywhere. Like you know, everywhere of all places. I could not find the book anywhere. So the only place they had it is on Amazon. But one day I went to my local bookstore, and lo and behold, they had the book. So I just this is the only one they had. So I just grabbed it. They only had this one. So I just grabbed it. I grabbed it. So one of us is back. I grabbed it. I had it. So I was like, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna go for it. So I have the other two books also in English. I had them in Spanish. I have the first two books in Spanish, but I read the first book in Spanish, and then I gave it to my uncle's wife, and I went to the store, and lo and behold, they had all the books. The first two books they had it in English, so I just grabbed them. Like I said, the first book I already read it, so it's on my books I already read. You know. I don't know what this is too much, but anyways, like I said, the first book I already read it, so it's on my books. It's on the shelf of books I already read. You know. So yeah, shelf of books I already read. I don't know why this is moving too much. Do I need to like screw it back on? I need to go to my dad's room and find the screwdriver, because this came with a screwdriver, but I gave it to my dad. Maybe I'll have to do that. I don't know. It's like moving a little bit too much for my liking, but it's fine. As long as it doesn't fall, I'm totally okay. Totally fine with that. Okay, anyways, then on the here. Okay, so let's go down here. So the next book I have is One of Us is Next, which is the second book. This is the sequel to One of Us is Lying. I read the first book because I wanted to see the show. So yeah, I love this. I haven't read this book, but the first one, I loved it. So I cannot wait to read the second one and then go off to the third one. So I'm so thankful that I have all three books. I'm so thankful, because I don't know what I would do if I didn't have the three books. I would go crazy, surely. I would surely go crazy. Last time I went book shopping, I was debating. I had the third book, and I was like, there were some, I wanted to collect, like, I saw these comic books, Marvel comic books at the store, and I really wanted to collect comic books. I really, really wanted to collect comic books. Like, I saw these comic books and I really wanted it, because I wanted to collect comic books. Like, I want my top bottom shelf, like the third row in my book card. I wanted to fill it with comic books. That's what I wanted to do, because I wanted to start collecting. I like Marvel. I like Marvel, so I wanted to start collecting comic books because I like Marvel. Marvel is my thing. I'm obsessed with Marvel. I love Marvel, and I was debating whether I should get the comic books or the books that I got, which I don't remember which books. I know I got One of Us is Back. I don't remember which other books I got when I got that book, but I was like, this is the only copy they have of One of Us is Back, and I really want it, so I'm gonna get that. And I never got the comic books because the comic books were super expensive. And One of Us is Back was like 150 Dominican pesos, I think. Wasn't that bad. So next time I go book shopping, I'm definitely gonna get the Marvel comics, like 2,000 pesos each. So I will get 2 at a time. I think I saw 5 that I wanted, or 4. I don't know. I might get 2 at a time. So anyways, yeah. Then I have, let me put this right here. So then I have Twisted Love, which is the first book in the Twisted series. Here it is. Twisted Love. Twisted Libro Uno. Spanish version, but it's fine. I'm gonna get the box set on Amazon, so it's all good. Then I have the second book. I was so lucky to have found the first 2 books. That's with the Inheritance game that I had in English. I found the first and the third book. I couldn't find this. They didn't have the second book. So with this series, I was so lucky to find the first and second book, because if I wanted to read the first book, I could jump into the second book. But with Inheritance Games, if I wanted to read the first book, I couldn't jump. I'd have to stop, because I cannot read the first and then jump to the third one, because it wouldn't make sense. I'd have to stop. But with the Twisted series, I can read the first one and then read the second one if I want to. So it's perfectly. I was lucky enough for that. So I got Twisted Games, which is the second book. Yep. I'm gonna give those to my uncle's wife, because if I can find the third book, then I will buy it for her. No, there's two more books. There's Twisted Hate. No, wait. Oh, Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. If I can find the other two books, I will buy it for her and give her the whole set if I can, because I know she's not gonna buy books on her own. She only gets the books that I give her. She doesn't buy books for herself. She only reads the books that I get. She only has the books that I give her. Most of her books, I've given it to her. She doesn't really, buy books. You know, that's not her. That's not what she does. She likes reading books, but she doesn't buy them herself. Usually, I give her the books that I don't want. Or, anyways, the next book I have is Beach Read by I was gonna say Ali Hazelwood, by Emily Henry. Cannot wait to read this book. I've heard so many people talk about it. I cannot wait to read it. Cannot wait to read this book. It's like a book. I was saying in one of my videos, I think I said that I really wanted. I think it was on my video that went live today. Like my prompt I chose is my TBR. I think it was on that video that went live today at 10 a.m. If you would have seen it. I said one of the prompts, this is my January, the books I'm going to show you now is my January TBR, but one of the prompts was a book that has a place or a title, a place or something in the title, or a book that has, I don't remember what the prompt was, right? But it chose this book for me. So I was like, I really wish I could go to a beach and take this book with me because it would be perfect to read on a beach. And I still stand by that 100%. This will be the perfect book to read in the beach because Beach Read, it has a beach. It has two guys on the beach towel. This book is perfect to take to the beach with you. So hopefully that happens sometime soon. This is my January TBR, so hopefully, this book is my January TBR, so hopefully I can read it, some point. Hopefully I can go to the beach before I get to that book. That would be awesome. Then I have Paper Towns. I'm gonna say paper books. What? Paper Towns by John Green. Got it because I heard a lot about the movie. Haven't seen the movie, but nowadays what I do is if there's a movie or TV show based on a book, I will read the book first, and then I will jump into the movie or TV show if I feel like it. That's how I did it with Red, White, and Royal Blue. I wanted to watch the movie so badly, but I decided to read the book first, and I read the book, and then a couple weeks later I watched the movie. So yeah, Paper Towns. Cannot wait. It's part of my TBR as well. Let me put this here because I don't want to mix those two books with my TBR. Do not want to do that. Then I have, this is part of my January TBR also, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I love this book. I got this and Red, White, and Royal Blue. I got these two books. These are the first two books that got me into reading. Red, White, and Royal Blue and this book are the first two books I got from Amazon when I started. Yeah, the first book I got was It Ends With Us. But when I started seriously reading and I was a committed reader, these are the first two books I got. When I started reading for real, Red, White, and Royal Blue and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But as you might know, or you might guess, I think as you might know, because I did a October wrap up. No, I did a September wrap up. Yeah. So as you might know, was it October wrap up? I don't remember if it was my September or October wrap up. Or even November wrap up. But as you might know, I read you probably saw it in one of my wrap ups, but I already read it. So you saw it in one of my wrap ups. But yeah, this is my TBR. I was gonna read this first instead of Girl in Pieces, but I said I was gonna read this first, and I'm sorry. I know I said it in one of my videos. I'm so sorry I said it, but I decided to read Girl in Pieces first. I don't know, just called my name. And now, do I regret it? Probably. But it's fine. I'm listening to it in Audible, so hopefully I will get to it fast. But yeah, I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have from her Daisy Jones and the Six, which I already read, and that book is the love of my life. I didn't expect the ending at all, so I don't know what. But that book, loved it so much. So Taylor Jenkins Reid, she's my favorite author for sure. Love you, girlie. Love you, TJR. Love you, queen. Okay, the last book on my TBR. With this book, I remember the prompt was a place or city on the title. That was the prompt for this book. And French Kissing in New York. This has been in my TBR since last year. I think, because I filmed a January TBR video last year, but since I got more books over the holidays, I wanted to give my new books a chance, so I refilmed it. The January TBR I did last year is up on my channel, I think. Yeah, I think it's up on my channel. But like I said, since I got more books in the over the holidays, I wanted to give my new books a chance, so that's why I refilmed a new TBR. So this book is in my TBR. This book is in my TBR this year. Hopefully I can get to it. French Kissing in New York. Love this book. Hopefully I can get to it. I got it because the cover was cute. Never heard of this author. But I was going to New York in June, so I was like, this would be perfect because I'm going to New York in June. Well, I'm not anymore, sadly. Because some stuff with my uncle's wife, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into specifics about some stuff with her. The trip cannot happen, but it will happen soon. You just wait. I'm going to New York soon, and it's gonna be amazing. When? I have no clue, but it'll happen soon. Just stay tuned. Anyways, yeah. So, yes, I read this. I got this. This is my last book for my TBR. So, yeah, guys, those are all my physical TBR books. Sorry. If you guys want to see more videos like this, give this video a humongous thumbs up. Subscribe down below so you can be part of the hashtag Chanty Squad. Comment down below hashtag Chanty Squad so you can be part of my next shout out. Turn on your hashtag post notifications so when I'm sending my videos. Follow my socials, there is on the screen. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Stay tuned for more. Follow my socials. Love you. Peace out. Bye.